I don't know how you guys aren't panicking. When you look at statistics, like something crazy like 50% of marriages end in divorce, and on top of that, it's only like 15% of marriages who are reportedly happy. Like, isn't that, how does this not blow your mind? About 3 or 4 years ago, my cousin gets married to this beautiful woman. At one point, when I met her for the first time, we were all sitting together on a table and we're playing cards, right? I just start dissecting how his wife is treating him. Like the dynamic, how is she speaking back to him? How is she responding? Is she rolling her eyes? How is her body positioned when she's sitting next to him? Something just came to my head, and I literally thought this marriage is not going to last. It wasn't anything specific, it's just something I could smell. It's like a vibe. She does not respect him. Sure enough, a couple of months later, they get divorced. And some of you guys might look at me and say, well, you did it because you manifested it with your thoughts. No, shut up. It was just the fact that there were some things that my cousin lacked in his character. Now, in my humble opinion, I think that there should be a subject in every school called How to Run a Successful Marriage. Because this is literally the most important part of your life. Like, other than, praying and worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the one thing that predicts your quality of life more than anything else is how your wife treats you and how you treat your wife. And yet, this is not something that your parents taught you, is it? This is not something that anybody ever teaches you. Like, why? Why is the most important thing in the world not being taught? Instead, they shove down something like math or some sort of, poetry in your throat, and they think that's going to make your life better somehow. Well, not to worry though, because as you know, Uncle Boris always has your back. The first mistake that I see so many brothers make is putting their wife as their number one priority in life as soon as they get married, or even before they get married. So basically being a simp, right? The problem with this mentality is that as soon as you drop your self-improvement, as soon as you drop your deen, and you put a woman at the top, there is such a high likelihood that she's going to leave, or there's also 100% likelihood that she's not going to respect your ass. They need you to be chasing something so that they can chase after you. How many brothers have we seen, as soon as they get married, they literally just stop improving completely, they just give up on life? You might think that you are never going to fall into this trap, but trust me, bro, it is such a high likelihood. And this links into my second point, which is thinking that once you get married, you will suddenly become happy and your life will start improving. This is such a dangerous mentality. The golden rule is that you need to be happy. You need to be happy when you're not married if you want to be happy when you do get married. Really put this into your mind. Number 3, you think that once you fall in love, once you have that true connection, everything is just going to work itself out. Have you ever heard anybody say, well, if you love me, you would know how to treat me? To me personally, that is the scariest thing I can hear from a wife. Like, if I hear my wife say that, bro, I'm gonna be terrified. I'm gonna be panicking. Because just imagine, right? You walk into your house and your wife doesn't get up to greet you. Most men, because they are emotional pussies, they're going to start saying, well, if she loved me, she would know how to treat me. She would come up because she would respect me. But that is so stupid, bro. Because we are all raised in different ways. We all have different ideas of how we can express love. So you need to literally tell, and not just to your wife, literally to everyone in your life. You need to tell them straight up, this is how you treat me. Tell your friends that, don't talk to me like that, bro. If you're gonna say something like that, say it in this manner. Now to my fourth point. You need to learn how to compliment people. And this is so much harder than you think. Most of us are raised in a way where we are so uptight that we literally can't give a genuine compliment. For some reason, we think it's all awkward and cringe. Probably even in your family, you don't really hear people, most likely, I mean, some of you will be an exception, but mostly, in Muslim households, it's kind of awkward to give each other genuine compliments. Especially to a woman, right? Especially to your brothers. Like, it feels weird. But it is actually the most charismatic thing you can do in your life. If you want a life hack to become charismatic, this is the best thing you can do. Just pretend you have like unlimited cards of compliments and just give them out to everyone. Even when you're hanging out with your friends, just say, Abdullah, bro, I really like your new outfit, bro. You look like a G. Just say these things. Say to your mom, yeah, mom, that new outfit looks really good on you. Wow. And just be really genuine about it. People don't need to know that it's a compliment. It's just psychological. They're automatically gonna start liking you. Obviously, when there's so much spice at the start of the marriage, everybody's going to be complimenting their women. Like, oh my god, you're so beautiful, you're my wife, blah, blah. But as time goes on, if you don't make this a habit, I can almost guarantee you over time, you're just going to stop saying those things. Because it just gets boring. That's how marriages are. But what you need to do is you need to make this your lifestyle. This needs to be the way you talk to everyone. As soon as you get anything positive about someone, as soon as you notice they're wearing nice shoes, just straight up learn to say it, bro. Never hold back a compliment. And that way, in the future, your wife is going to be so satisfied emotionally. You don't even have to try anything else, to be honest with you. That's basically what all women need. They're actually pretty simple. Now, the last point, and this is going to be the most controversial one. You don't know how to separate a hijabi from a hoejabi. I'm gonna get in so much trouble for this last point, but I just have to say it because I care about you so much, bro. I don't care if I get burnt down, bro. I'm gonna tell you the truth. There are women out there who you will be attracted to just because you have testosterone, just because you're a male and because you're young. You're going to think, wow, she's so confident. She's so outgoing. She's so charismatic. I just want to marry her. But truthfully, bro, the women who are really good at making guys attracted to themselves are usually they just lack attention in their life. And those women are just going to be going wild once you marry them. They're going to be hanging out with their friends. They're going to want to go out wearing these fancy clothes. You need to understand what makes a good woman, and that's such a big topic. I cannot go into it in this video, but I got a whole playlist here just for that, and here's a separate video I made about it. So go watch those videos if you want to save yourself from a divorce or even worse.